Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, and I am here to bring you an update slash just where I have been kind of video. As you probably know, I haven't really been uploading, or at least uploading much of my own content lately, and I don't really want to. Well, for the purposes of keeping this video short, and also since some of the past or much of the past events I really shouldn't bring up just for everybody else's sake, I'm not really going to delve too much into it, but let's just say through some bad decisions of mine that I may have made on the previous community that have gotten me into some serious trouble, and just some kind of traumatic events from the transition from the previous community to this community, and also just the long-standing problem that I've been facing of all of my any farm that I want to build on Midgard, I would having to submit it through the farm team, and I only get to build it if they approve it. Mainly for the purposes of keeping the server running smoothly and making sure there's no TPS issues caused by player-built farms in Redstone. And really, I've just been doing everything in my power to continue my play style as it was before the farm team was founded, as it's really just kind of how I have founded myself on Redstone, and it's just I'm not Dusty Circuit for nothing. It's Redstone is my livelihood. Uh, it's my passion, and just I love Redstone, and I love farms, and I love to build. I love to build them. I love to design them, and I love to. I also like to fix them, but if there's a lot of changes that break things because Mojang thinks a certain game mechanic is overpowered, I wouldn't really enjoy that too much. But for the most part, I enjoy building and designing Redstone builds, and I could just build like really complicated Redstone builds in creative mode, but I I'm not really quite smart enough yet to understand how to build a Redstone computer, uh, or any similarly complicated Redstone builds. So I play in survival mode and build and just design farms and storage systems. And though unfortunately, the reality of doing it on a large community multiplayer server is often building Redstone above a certain size and complexity can have adverse effects on the server. And this reality has reared its ugly head several times in my history of playing on, and both in this community and the previous community. And the best solution devised for the problem is to found the farm team, which basically more or less just governs what farms players are allowed to build and use, and really just of interest of keeping the server and stable. And they really try their best to allow players to build what they want to build, while also keeping keeping the TPS of the server in check. And really, for the most part, I'm able to do what I want to do. But as of lately, I've had to wait quite a long time for builds for my stuff to be approved, mostly due to, at least from what I've been told by a few farm team members, the main reason things are taking a while to be approved is the conditions of the testing haven't been met, especially with a lot of players being off the Midgard, and especially with Asgard being popular. There just hasn't been as many players on Midgard. And really, I have three options. I can continue just building farms as big as the farm team allows me to, even if that entails me to wait a few weeks to even a couple of months, depending on the complexity of the builds and how long it takes for the conditions to be met for testing to be done. And second option being I just build my farms under the guidelines at the expense of various automation features that I desire to have in my farms, and very much at the expense of the efficiency of the farms, or more the item rates. Or I just play Midgard without any redstone at all, and just only do redstone in my single player world, in which I'd be allowed to just build redstone to the limitations of what my computer can handle. But the downfall of that is I miss out on the experience of playing on a multiplayer server with my friends. Although that can at least give me the benefit of being able to have my fun, even while I'm waiting for farm submissions to be approved on Midgard. And really, that's just what it's been down to. Between that and certain past events, that for the purposes of keeping this video short and to spare everyone else's well-being, I'm not really going to bring them up. But let's just say I've made some mistakes that had real consequences, and some of those experiences have traumatized me to the point of like and that's it's just I'm just not the same person that I was before those things have happened. And yeah, just unfortunately, I've just had to live with a form of PTSD just as a result of those experiences. I mean, it's really paralyzing and crippling, but it's just I have to. I don't know how, I don't know when those memories will leave my mind, and as long as they're going to be in my mind, I'm just going to have to suffer, unfortunately. But at least it's a new year, a new Minecraft community, and at least now I have the ability to make Let's Plays to and to and I also have the time to put into large projects. So I can go back to my roots and just do uh, and resume my redstone passions. But also, I have just unfortunately my sleep schedule's also taken a hit due to uh, let's just say a certain project that involved some uh, let's just say it involved a lot of browsing the internet and just for research purposes and uh, building in creative mode. Let's just say that project kind of ruined my sleep schedule, and it's taken the better part of a couple of weeks to correct it. But I'm confident that now I've finally been able to correct my sleep schedule and really um we're confident to be able to start making videos again. Or at least I should feel confident to do so. But I assure you, my none of my content is gone anywhere. I'm like all my Let's Plays. I do have plans to bring them back this year. To actually, I don't plan to start fresh. If I can, I'd like to pick up where I left off and finish them. Because I don't really feel starting over is necessary unless you guys would like me to do that. And if you'd like me to do that, be sure to comment about it. But if you don't mind me uh, picking up where I left them off, I would gladly do that as well. And I super apologize for not uploading very much last year, and I really miss making content, and I can't wait to. I really can't wait to make more, get back into making videos, especially with a lot of the new content that has been added to Minecraft between all the latest updates. and a lot of it is actually farm related, which I mean, it's kind of amplified my frustrations of not being able to build such farms on Midgard because so obviously farm team needs to make sure they don't uh, that they'll be of minimal impact if they are to be built on Midgard. But at least on the other hand, I have more content to do and to actually produce in my single player world in addition to in my single player let's play of at least as far as farms to build there. But anyway, this is really would like to wrap this up here. I've just intended this as an update, just kind of where I've been, and though also in other things I've been doing was the New Year's Eve event. I've been quite busy with that, or at least for the month of December, and also Asgard has had me quite preoccupied, and it's really been a bit of a breath of fresh air for me because it being a new server, it doesn't really have the same rules as Midgard does. In fact, there's not really a farm team there. And it's really just kind of given me a breath of fresh air and just an opportunity for me to redeem myself. And I mean, my single player world is supposed to be that, but at least Asgard still gives me the multiplayer experience without, while still more or less within the limitations of the server, having the freedom to do more or less whatever I want as far as builds go. But after this video goes live, I plan on making some. Just to owe you guys a solid, I plan on uploading a tour of my builds on Midgard, just kind of where I'm at right now, and kind of how I got to where I'm at, and also some of my future plans as well. And also a similar thing for Asgard. And my plan has been to upload a Let's Play on there, but just my motivation really wasn't there in that year, and also Mod Killer wanted to play along with me, and just my confidence that he's going to act mature in my videos just wasn't there. So it's not that he's a bad person. It's just he tends to be immature at times, and it's just I tend not to get along very well with people like that. But that's kind of it for this video. I'm not dead. I've just had a lot going on in my life, and just been lacking motivation to make my own videos. But this year, I'm planning on turning that around. Anyway, thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit here. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And be sure to click the notification bell if you wish to be notified of my latest content. Peace out.